Looks like Haas is announcing their team in Brazil this weekend. Now, who do I think is going to be announced? It seems like all the rumors are pointing towards Hulkenburg. I wanted it to be Mick, but now I think that it's going to be Hulkenburg considering these rumors and the way that it's being talked about and what Gunther has said in the air. So, if Niko is going to be the teammate pairing up with Kevin Magnussen, let's talk about him for a little bit to the people that don't know who Niko Hulkenburg is. Niko Hulkenburg is a driver that was known as a prodigy. When he first came into Formula One, he was a winner in F2, he was a winner in F3, and he was an insanely good driver at that time and was seen as a prodigy as nowadays we see Leclerc and George Russell and Lando and so on. He was seen like that. When he came his rookie year to the race we're about to see right now, which is Brazil, he got a pole position, which was unheard of in that Williams car. It was wetter conditions, but in a Williams, while the Williams isn't what we have nowadays, it was still very impressive for him to get a pole position. That was the start of what we thought would be a Niko Hulkenburg career of just celebrations, podiums, and wins. Now, his career has kind of gone in quite the opposite way. He was a prodigy who ended up just kind of turning into a solid driver. Solid meaning he is the driver with the biggest streak of most races with no podium. Do I think he'll break in Haas? He would have to break the Haas record for podiums first because Haas has no podiums. So he's got a tall task on his hands. Haas will now have the money though, due to MoneyGram, to actually put them up with the budget cap. So this will make Haas a more competitive team that he is joining, and it's not just kind of this backmarker team that's been known for the past, I'd say 3 to 4 years, because before that they were fighting for 4th and 5th, and now they're kind of fighting for that 7th, 8th, 9th, maybe 10th significantly in 2021, but now they're definitely better than the Williams car. They're probably better than the AlphaTauri car, but they fall back every year as we know. Niko and K-Mag will make a good, solid team though. I feel like they're people that actually, if Haas wants points, these are the two to put into C. While Mick isn't that guy, I think Mick will give you higher highs than Hulkenberg will. But Hulkenberg is an insane qualifier and is very well on his tires too. My only critique of Hulkenberg is he cracks under pressure, clearly. The couple times that he's supposed to have a podium, he crashed out. Or something didn't go his way. I mean, it happens to every driver, but to him, he needs that podium to break that tension that he has for getting that podium. So we'll see. But I think points are going to come solidly, and I think Haas will be very competitive next year. Will they be top of the midfield? No way. But I think that they will be ahead of 2 teams. And I'm saying Alfa Romeo and AlphaTauri will be the 2 worst cars next year, and I think that they will be ahead of both of those. What does this mean for Mick's future? For Mick's future, this means that he is now not on the grid. What do I think Mick is going to do? I think he's going to compete in some other type of motorsport and see where he can further his career there to see if a spot will open up. Will he wait for the Audi seat? I'm not sure. That seems like a long time away. I think he's going to wait for the next seat that's available and see if he can be in competition for that. Now, I don't think he can drive for a top team yet because he hasn't shown that type of potential, but Mick deserves to be in the sport, and Hulkenberg taking his seat doesn't mean that Hulkenberg doesn't need to be in the sport. I think Hulk actually should be in the sport because he is a solid driver, and he should have stayed, honestly. I wasn't sure why they put Ocon in instead of him. He was falling back, but I would honestly say that Hulkenberg and Ocon are not too far off each other when it comes to pace. He started his career in Williams. He went to Force India. After Force India, it was Renault that he went to, and that's kind of where Hulkenberg's career ended. He was there with the team for a long time. He was beating everybody there with the exception of Daniel Ricciardo. That's who came in and actually beat him 2 years in a row. And that was the big, not 2 years in a row, sorry, a year. He beat him that year pretty significantly considering that Daniel wasn't even comfortable with that car. So that was his reasoning for coming out. He's been out for 3 years now. He had that insane performance in that Racing Point where he got 3rd after not even driving the car whatsoever. 3rd in qualifying. Where in the race he finished, I can't remember. It was either a 6th, 7th, 8th, somewhere around the time. Don't quote me on that. But Hulk is a solid driver. He'll bring in points. What does this mean for Haas's future? This means that I think they're going to be solid point takers, like I've been saying throughout this whole entire video. They will be getting points, and I genuinely think that they will be solid next year and we won't see as many crashes as we've seen this year. K-Mag is still as aggressive as he's always been, but Hulkenburg is not really your like extreme aggressive type. He's more of the smooth Jensen Button style driver, so I think that's what we'll be seeing with this Haas car is not as many crashes from Hulk. K-Mag isn't really much of a crusher anyways. He's just aggressive and gets chips. So they will be solid next year, and I'm predicting a 7th place for them in the Constructors. Now, how well will the 2023 season go? Like I've been saying, I think 7th in Constructors with Niko and Hulk. Hulk and K-Mag being neck and neck with each other. Both competing against each other, both staying up to date. Both will be solidly between that 8th, 9th, 10th positions for points a lot of the time. Well, I think they'll have a couple of like surprise performances, a 4th and a 5th. Of course, K-Mag always provides us with at least one of those every year that he's been driving. So I do think that will happen. And I think they will have a good 2023 season. Better than the 2022 season they're having because they started off great, ended badly. Now they're going to start great, end okay. That's what I'm thinking because Haas is one of the best starters. And now that they can go to the budget cap, they can put on upgrades to the car to make the car better. So let's see where it goes. Okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you guys think about Niko Hulkenburg being an F1 if he is announced this weekend. I'm predicting that he's going to be. And what are your thoughts on him? Do you guys like him? Do you guys think he deserves a seat? And what else do you guys want to see out of that Haas team? Please leave a like and subscribe. It would mean the world. Peace.